All right, guys, give you a close-up look of some of the stuff that I used during the SERE challenge. So I was bad guy. So, you know, I'm not formal military or anything, but kind of the armed wing of the cartel in this series. So this is pretty much what I wore primarily throughout the entirety of the series. Just some true spec woodland camouflage, BDU style trousers. I wore Marine Corps issue rad boots, which is great for being up here in the mountains, rugged all terrain. The shirt I have is a wool M1951 military issue shirt, and let me tell you guys, this thing is fucking awesome. Found that out here. It was very, very good. Kept me warm, but it wasn't too much. Even when it warmed up and got hot, what didn't really bother me too much as well. Okay, jackets. So this is my primary jacket that I wore when it wasn't raining. This is, I think it's made by Crossfire, but it's just kind of like almost like a British style of wind style jacket. It does have a liner. It's pretty warm, did the job. I was impressed with it. Moving on, we also had some cold weather. So for inclement weather, I just had Gore-Tex top and bottom. So military issue, I do recommend if you got some of the older style Gore-Tex top and bottom, make sure you wear some suspenders like these with these to hold these suckers up so they don't fall down on you. But Gore-Tex, just phenomenal system. You know, if it's cold, wet, perfect. It's exactly what you want. For when it got hotter in the afternoon, I had a BDU style top. This one has epaulettes. It doesn't have any lower pockets, but just to kind of sticking with that OD green theme, I didn't want to wear camouflage head to toe other than obviously when it's a wet and cold type environment, just to kind of keep that bad guy persona going. Right here, Kicking Mustang Concealment Systems Cobra hood. So this was just something that I kept inside my pack. You guys can see it's got a little bag right here, and this was perfect. It just balls right up. It weighs practically nothing. Kept it in my little field pack, and when I needed it, I just threw it on. And when you come out here to the SERE Challenge, if you're a hunter, you're definitely gonna be doing like a lot of LPOP type stuff. And you know me, I like to plus up my camouflage. So that was that. You guys can see how small and convenient and lightweight this is. All right, moving over here. Now again, let me preface by saying, like, I'm not carrying all of this shit on me. It was all mission specific. What am I doing at that particular time? So moving over here, some of the other bad guy shit that I had. So cold weather, when it's cold, I had two options. One, I could do like a neck gaiter and my fleece watch cap. I also had a 3-hole over here, and then had another one. This was more used for interrogation. So when when we captured one of these survivors and we brought him in, the idea for this season was we were going to wear these skull masks. So you may might or might not see me wearing that during this season. Okay. Primary headgear was this OD boonie. This also worked really good with this GoPro that I had. You guys can see the little mount gets in there with those little fucking bands there. Cold weather gloves, just some wool glove liners, military issue. Also had some Nomex flight gloves. Also had some ballistic eyewear. Moving over here for optics. So night, we still hunt at night. So I had a thermal. This is AGM, like a handheld thermal. So plus and minus, hey, it's portable, lightweight, compact, keep it in my gear. But you know, it's a pain in the ass. I got to put it up to my head every time I want to use it. Also had two different AN PVS 14s. One I wore on a helmet, so this is just a lightweight bump style helmet. Primarily just kept this so that I can mount the PVS 14s to it. So you might be seeing this weird little contraption right here. That's an MVG recorder. Obviously this is a show, so I got to have these extra gear to facilitate capturing recordings, because if you don't see it in the show, it didn't happen. So as a bad guy, I got to make sure I got the capability of recording what I'm seeing to show to the audience. So the other PVS 14, this is a weapon mount. So this AR style rifle that I'm carrying, I'll talk about this more here in a second, but this would mount to the front handguard, and then I can look through my optic and through this PVS 14 at the same time. It kind of turns my little day optic into a night optic. This little gizmo right here, this is just an IR spotlight. So it really projects pretty far, really, it's called the Supernova. It's made by ATN, and you know, it's just like using a spotlight at night. Presumably your survivors don't have NVGs. So as a hunter, you know, I had the advantage that I can use things like this to help illuminate an area through night vision, and the survivor would have no idea unless, of course, he had MBGs. This little bullshit camera right here, yes, it's old. I think Stoker was joking with me, said it was from 1993 earlier. But this is a little handy cam. I take this because it's one of my oldest cameras that I have, and keep it in my pocket. It gets banged up pretty good, but still does the job, still gets the recordings. So that's what I'll be able to keep inside my gear. It's small, compact, and portable for me. Steiner Marine binoculars. So military grade binoculars, these are phenomenal. I take these, I use these a lot. This is what I use when I'm like on LPOPs. Moving over here for my rifle, bad guy this season. I have an Enforce weapon light. This is, the reason I took this is because it has a white light and an IR light, so that I can use it in conjunction with MVGs. So nothing to it, guys, just a standard M4 style profile, carbine, adjustable stock, sling, grip pod, and Trijicon TA44 optic. Also wanted to run a shoulder holster because I'm a bad guy and I just thought it'd make me look more bad guyish. So shoulder holster with a M1911. Why did I choose an M1911? Well, it's because I have a shoulder holster for an M1911. That's why I brought it. Okay, moving on to gear. So this is a Crossfire rig right here, DZ rig. And I used this last year. It worked very well last year. It's lightweight, really rides well. And I thought it'd be a good option for this year as well. You guys can see it has 2 magazine pockets on each side. It has 2 pockets primarily used for your things like your canteens. And then it has a butt pack. All supported by an H-style harness. So in these 2 pockets in the rear, I kept 2 canteens. One has a canteen cup, the other one has a heater, just in case I'm in an LPOP and I wanted to heat up some coffee or something like that. And the SERE challenge, guys, is 24/7. It's not, you know, stop, go back, fuck off for a while. You might be out there for an extended period of time. So having the capability of making some coffee is a good thing. Moving on, some of the stuff I kept inside this gear. A little notebook with Right in the Rain stuff in there. Had some matches. Some pens. Red lens capable light. Had a multi-tool, a little blade. Some 550 cord for general purpose. Also, if I needed to tie up anybody that we might capture. Little IFAK that I was given while I came out here for this challenge. I carried 3 magazines, had 3 magazines of blanks. On that note, so we were using internal BFAs, so we don't have a big, you know, red or yellow box on the end of our muzzle. Doesn't look great when you're trying to simulate something like the SERE challenge, trying to be a bad guy. It makes it less realistic. So we had internal BFAs, had to screw on the end of our compensators there. As far as comms, so got these comms, TYT. I'm not that familiar with these comms. I was issued these by Jared at 2 Alpha Solutions, and it was like a push-to-talk setup, has a clamp, so I clamped this onto my gear. It had an earpiece, and this would go around your neck. So not too impressed with this throat mic thing. I don't recommend it, guys, just based on my experience with it out here in the SERE challenge. But if you love it, you do you. Extra battery. Let's see. Got a Helicon style backpack. This is what I'd carry, especially if I was going on an LPOP and I needed to carry stuff, you know, for my LPOP. One thing that's essential for an LPOP, a little trifold stool. So if I was going to be doing an LPOP style operation during that particular day, I would take the pack and the trifold stool, the Cobra hood ghillie, things like that, and probably additional optics. But all in all, guys, this is just a wave top overview of some of the gear that I used as a bad guy during the SERE challenge.